In this demonstration, we're going to use ArcGIS and just a free public ArcGIS online account to create a swipe app to demonstrate some of the functionality that we can obtain through ArcGIS. So the first thing we need to do is create a base map. And by clicking the map tab, we are opened up to a new untitled map. Right off the bat, I'm just going to go ahead and save. Sometimes the save function doesn't work very well, and so it's better to save the map or to recognize that it's not working before you've done a bunch of work. So I'm going to title this, I'm going to do New York as the sample city for this demonstration. Okay. Okay, and then I'm going to save. Alright, and that worked just fine. So now I'm going to get started. So the first thing I need to do is add layers to my map. I'm going to click Add here, and I'm going to switch to Living Atlas. I'm going to search for public schools. When I do this, I will get this public school characteristics current layer right here, and I'm going to click Add. Okay, so now I've added my first layer. For my next layer, I'm going to search ACS educational, and that should get me to ACS educational attainment variables boundaries right here. I'm going to add that layer, and then I'm going to go back to my layers tab, and I'm actually going to remove the state and county and just leave the tract layer visible. Okay, then in the properties pane over here for the tract layer, I'm going to change the visibility so that it spans the whole range. And I'm happy with that. I need one more layer. So I'm going to click Add again, make sure I'm under Living Atlas. And I'm going to search for redlining. I'm looking for the Homeowners Loan Corporation grading system. And I'm looking for this mapping inequality redlining areas. So I'm going to go ahead and add that layer as well. Okay, now I need to hone in on one particular city. So I'm going to select New York in the search bar, and I'm going to zoom into New York. Okay, now in the layers pane, I'm going to turn off this layer for now, so that I can kind of see some of my underlying data. And I'm going to go ahead and just check my layers here, make sure that they look the way I want them to. I'm going to go ahead and save my progress. And then we'll go ahead and style our layers. So I need this public school characteristics layer to appear at the top of my list, because I want that to be the top layer. So I'm going to move it up, and then I'm going to demonstrate some features about these layers. So if I click these ellipses here, I can see the data school, or what variables are contained in this data set. I would like to do some filtering on this layer. So I'm going to go to my layer, and I'm going to come over here to filter. I'm going to add an expression, and I'm going to set the school level to high school. And then I click save, and now I've applied my filter. Now over in the styles pane, I'm still on public school characteristics. I'm going to click to add a field. I'm going to search for lunch, and I want the total of free lunch and reduced price lunch eligible. Go ahead and add that. And now I've added that information. So I'm going to come over here to under counts and amounts, and I'm going to choose style options, and I'm going to change these. So I would like my symbol style, I would like the fill color to be white with a transparency of 50. And then I need my outline color to be black. And I am going to leave my outline transparency at 0. Okay. Go ahead and click done twice, and we will return to the map. Now we're going to alter this variable here. So I'm going to turn this layer back on, and I would like to change the way that this layer looks. So I need to make sure that I'm still on tracked. And then I'm going to come over to edit layer style options, and I'm going to change this gradient. I think I would like let's do this one. Okay, click done. I like the way that looks. Finally, I'd like to move this layer up here. Oops, I went too far. Still need public school on the top. Okay, so redlining is down below. I want to make sure before I save my final map I can see all my layers. And then I'm going to click over here on legend, and I'm going to go ahead and save my map now. Okay, so now I have my base map. And from here, the next thing to do will be to create the swipe app. When I return to my content, I can see that my new web map has been created and is available to me. So from here, I am going to come up here, and I'm going to select Create App, and I want an instant app. To do the swipe feature, we need a media map, so I'm going to scroll down until I find it, and then I'm going to click Choose. And I'm going to go ahead and give my map a title. Okay, so I've given it a name, and I'm going to go ahead and click Create App. It's going to think here for a minute, and then I'm going to come over here to Search Settings, and I'm going to search for the swipe tool. I'm going to go ahead and turn off express mode. That's fine. Now this isn't really very interesting right now. I am going to turn this on, but you can see like there's really nothing happening. That's because I need a map. So I'm going to go ahead to map and select my map that I want to use, and it should load over here now. Perfect. Okay, so let's return to our swipe setting now, and you'll see how things have changed. Okay, I have leading layers and trailing layers. So for my leading layers, I would like the ACS Educational Attainment here. Okay, I'm going to select tract. It's a little slow. Now that track is selected, I'm going to go ahead to my trailing layers, and I want this mapping inequality redlining. And then I can now see the difference when I swipe. And if I zoom in a little more, since New York is so large, you can see the swipe feature toggling between the different layers. So you can see the grading, and then you can see the ACS data as well. So if we're happy with our app now, we would click publish, confirm, and then we can go ahead and launch our app when it's ready. And then this is what the final app looks like. Again, we can zoom in over here and voila.